Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Plant Tarot. So, this is for everybody watching. Let's see what Earth has to say. All right. So, we got this beautiful green jasper. It's not as polished as my other stones, and that's what I love about it. Sometimes beauty doesn't have to be polished. If you have any expectations of perfectionism, if there's any expectations of it should be, that's what's being called to be released right now. Beauty is in the imperfections. Not everything has to be perfect. All right. What do the animals have to say? All right. Oh, we got otter. What a joyful creature. All right, so otter is playful, rambunctious. I'm getting a lot of attitude. Let your attitude shine through. And again, that's the imperfection as well. Otters know that they're not perfect. Sometimes they flop around in the water. Sometimes they may dive and not catch a fish. Other times they'll dive and catch a fish. The beauty of otter is in how free it is. There's a call to be free. Be free in yourself. Be free knowing that you don't need to apologize for being the beautiful spirit that you are. There's a lot of blue. There's this water energy, of course, with otter. Otter can dive deep. And as we're in Pisces season, the emotions may run high. Just roll with it. Flow with the waves. Go with the waves. When the waves crash, allow them to crash. When the waves be calm, allow them to be calm. Move with it. The more you fight against the current, the more the current can drag you down. Allow yourself to be free and don't fight it. What does the moon have to say? One more. I free myself from critical thoughts towards my body and my worth. Being free, that seems to be the theme today. Allow yourself to be the free spirit that you are. I'm also getting this, see the arrow going down? There could be some root chakra work that you're doing. There's some groundedness that is coming into play as Saturn is in Pisces until 2026. There's a call to do the work as well. Of course, Saturn is our taskmaster and keeps us on point. And when it's in Pisces, there's an ebb and flow to the work that we're doing. It's simply a call to be grounded. It's also a 44 card, so 44 is that master number of solidarity, stability, keeping things in order. It could be about the home, keeping the home in order, keeping yourself on point. Allow yourself to ground and be on earth as you go into your spiritual being. Pisces is extremely spiritual, And there's that balance in there, balance with the ground and the sky. Allow yourself to be like the tree, to be rooted deeply so that you can go up as tall as some of the trees, which can go hundreds of feet. So just allow yourself to be grounded. What is a card of empowerment? Be a comfort to yourself. There's that grounded energy. Comfort is an inside job. Speak to yourself in a loving, positive way. Do something that nourishes you. Know in this moment all is well. That's a great mantra, all is well. That could be a very grounding mantra too. When that current rises, when the waves crash, say to yourself, all is well. Because it is, all is well. You can handle this. All right. What do the plants have to say? And as I shuffle, if you like my content, if it resonates with you, please like, subscribe, and share. It'll help the channel grow. It'll help this deck get out into the world so that more people can experience this plant energy. All right. Underneath we have the Hermit, Eight of Cups, Knight of Cups, Four of Wands, and Seven of Cups, and Magician and Star. All right, lots of underneath energy. There could be a feeling of wanting to hermit out, to just go within. This is juniper. Juniper is a berry that makes gin. It grows on mountaintops and high elevations. It's very well adapted to the desert environment. The beauty of the hermit is that it is within its body. It has a crusty, hard exterior. It's not the most beautiful tree out there, but the beauty is in its inward energy. The beauty is in the berries and the lush green that it has in its needle-like form. The shape is also quite striking. It is a light for itself. It can adapt to extreme climates and weathers, and it can stand alone because it knows itself. Do you know yourself? This is a time to get to know yourself. Pisces is about deep diving. It's about going in and being in that depth of yourself. As within, so without. As above, so below. And Hermit's also Virgo. If you have strong Pisces energies affecting you right now, a good way to balance it is to go into the Virgo side of things. Go into the body. Be conscious of your health. Be conscious of your rooted form. It seems very connected with this Eight of Cups. As you know yourself and as you trust your body and what it tells you, it goes into a walking away kind of feeling. This is Belladonna. Belladonna has a history of being an early cosmetic. Of course, it's deadly nightshade, so there's that caveat with it. But belladonna translates to unturning one. There's a decision. With Eight of Cups, it depicts a party scene in the foreground and a figure walking away in the background. And one of the medicinal purposes of belladonna is it used to be a cosmetic because it would dilate the eyes when ladies would put drops in their eyes. And when we get our eyes dilated, it affects our sight in a very literal way, in a very physical way. When we see things differently, we can't unsee it. And in that new state of mind, in that new state of seeing things, we have a choice to stay or go. And the message here with this is, once we turn, we may not want to turn back. Trust your body. It has the answers. Knight of Cups is acting in that choice. There could be an offering. Love may be a driving force in this. If there's a love that is to be expressed, we're coming into a time to express it. This coming Libra lunar eclipse is a big energy of partnership, coming into that partnership that we actually want, and leaving what no longer serves us behind. There's no turning back once this is said, once this cup is delivered. And this also really grounds it into a reality. Four of Wands. You could be traveling, could be moving. There could be a celebration of this cup being offered. Could be celebrated. You may have others that are supportive of this, and if there's any kind of feeling of like, oh, well, what would they say? What would they think? They may surprise you. Just tell them what's going on. Tell them what's on your mind. This could be like visions of many things. So this is ayahuasca. And if anybody has sat in an ayahuasca ceremony, the purpose of it is purging. It offers us visions. It offers us, a lot of people call it hallucinations, and hallucinations are visions, just in a very extreme form. This is a vine that is extremely tropical. It grows in warm, temperate climates. It needs a lot of moisture, and it's very connected to the water energy. There are visions coming in, new insights into what you're wanting to create, what you're wanting to do, what the heart really wants. And sometimes these visions can be surprising. It's a very surprising plant. I mean, even its growth process is all over the place. And if there's any confusion going on, it's again a reminder to trust your body and know that it's a light for yourself. Your body will clear this up. I'm also getting with this, trust the visions that you're receiving. Which one feels the most connected to you? Which one resonates the most? trust that vision and trust what your body feels about that vision. When you do this work, and all of this is subconscious energy, you're getting Magician and the Star. White sage is the fundamental witch's herb, so to speak. It's an herb of creativity, manifestation, clearing, cleansing, consecrating. It's a wonderful, it actually smells good. I actually enjoy the smell of it. It's a message that we have the power within us. And this just helps. It's a helper. It is earth. It takes a good bit of water to grow. It's very connected with water. The smoke is air. And burning it is fire. It is all four elements in one. It proves that we have the power to create, manifest, deter, cleanse, and connect. Maybe it could be a call to sage your home and sage yourself if you feel a heavy energy, or if you feel like as an empath you carry a lot of energy with you. I'm also getting it connected with this, be a comfort to yourself. And she's holding her heart chakra. If you are cleansing or trying to deter, because I'm also getting a crossing of the heart, use this as a protection. Trust that you are protected. A protection meditation can also really help you at this time. Just a short prayer that expresses gratitude to the divine for wrapping you in a protective shield. Call on Archangel Michael. I'm getting him a lot right now. Archangel Michael is a very protective being, and all that it takes is to call and say, hey, I could use a little extra support, and I'm grateful for the support you give me. Star card, healing. This is Weeping Willow. Weeping Willow is mostly found on riverbanks or bodies of water. It's a reminder of a reflection that can change. As you even look at it, the reflection can change. It roots itself in earth and water, and it acts as a bridge between earth and water. It allows its tendrils to glide and float in the water as they cascade down. And that I'm getting that as above, so below again. The message in this is, I am the bridge between my feelings and my body. And healing is that act of bridging that gap between our feelings, our body, and our mind. It is connecting into that trinity of mind, body, spirit. And when mind, body, spirit is all connected and balanced, then we have a feeling of that healing. It takes work doing that healing of mind, body, spirit, and balancing it. It is work. Spiritual work is work for a reason. It has that word in it for a reason. If there's a feeling of like, oh, floatiness, and like the Pisces energy, it can be very floaty, and the unseen world, balance it with the body. If the mind is going nuts with this Aquarius energy, and it's just like, oh, what if, like all the thoughts, balance it with meditation, balance it with even a foot bath. This could be a good foot bath. Add some salt in there so that you get earth energy with it. You are healing. Trust that you are healing. All right. conscious energy. 7 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, anchored by 3 of Wands, Page of Wands, and 6 of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles, Oat. This is a card of abundance and diligence. When we do the work, we become abundant. When we tap into the land, when we tap into earth, and we practice patience, we reap the rewards that feed the masses. Oat feeds the masses. It is extremely abundant, and it grows pretty easily in many conditions. It's very versatile. One of its gifts is versatility. This is also kind of a going with the flow sort of energy too. Be versatile in your practice. Be open-minded. When we close ourselves off, it kind of puts us in a box. And Aquarius is asking us to break out of that box. And versatility can allow that to happen. It's anchored by 3 of Wands. There's an energy of being in the old world and being in the new world. Holding on to the past. I'm getting holding on. This new moon coming up on March 10th in Pisces is an energy of manifesting, of course, planting those seeds as a new moon is planting that seed. However, in Pisces, it's planting the seeds of release. Because Pisces learns to let go. It's the last sign of the zodiac. So there is a releasing energy. There is an ebb and flow, up and down, in and out energy with this. Staying in the past will keep you in that box. Remain versatile. Remain open to the new possibilities. 3 of Wands is a new possibilities that are coming in. And when the more open you are to the possibilities, the more possibilities can come in. The more options and visions can be seen. Ace of Cups is Tulip. Tulip chose to be this card out of many plants out there that could have been this card. It was Tulip. And the reason is that Tulip, back in the late Middle Ages, it sparked a frenzy. Like, there was the great tulip trade back in the day, and it just invoked so many emotions. It has so many different colors and brings up so many feelings. As a plant, it has a stem that's very long and very bright. It's as vibrant as the flower itself. The energy flows in and out through the stem. It grows from a bulb and it springs up, and then it creates this gorgeous flower that just brings up emotions. And then when the flower is done and it's spent, it conserves its energy and it brings its energy back down to the ground, and it becomes a bulb again. And each time it becomes a bulb, that's what they were trading, were the bulbs. And the risk in that was, what kind of bulb is it? Is it one of those rare ones that are like variegated, which is the striated kind of colors? Or is it just a solid color, which wasn't as desirable? And this feeling of energy conservation, conserve your cup. It's a loud message right now. Conserve your cup. Know that you have that energy within you, that when that cup is full, you spring forth and create this gorgeous flower. And when that cup is spent, you bring that energy back, like the breath in and out. Breathing is important in this. As we go through intense emotions, it's important for us to breathe, because at times when emotions become so heightened, we forget to breathe. Every plant asks us to breathe because it feeds their leaves and they feed our oxygen. It's this symbiotic relationship. There's a lot of emotions in this card. It also fits very nicely with this Knight of Cups, this feeling of an offer of love. There's a lot of love here. And with this love, loving yourself brings that healing. As we love ourselves, others love us back, as it's a reflection of us. People reflect us, and we reflect people. Be that reflection of love, and conserve your cup. Keep it full. And if it feels empty, bring that energy back in to that bulb form. Allow yourself to go back to the ground. Page of Wands anchors it. This is dragon fruit. It's very popular right now as a superfood, being very healthy. This is one of my favorite cards in the deck, as dragon fruit is extremely controversial in its look. It, of course, invokes a lot of feelings, just like this card. It has a devil-may-care attitude with its growth, and its message is, what a sight I am, a cactus that grows in the jungle. I don't care what people think. I am a cactus in a jungle. And if anyone has a problem with that, then that's their work. Let your freak flag fly. It loves to let its freak flag fly. It's a dragon, after all. I mean, dragons they stand out, you know. I'm also getting a very joyful, playful attitude with this. It can be very childlike. Pages are very childlike energy, and Page of Wands is fiery, childlike energy. It's just like, okay, whatever. This is not my MO. I'm just going to do what I want to do. I'm just going to be a cactus in a jungle and deal with it. Or don't deal with it, but I'm still going to be me. Otters are just like that. They're going to be otters, and they are unmistakable. And it's fun watching them. It's fun watching them play and hold hands and dive and catch fish and just be happy little otters. Ground yourself in this Page of Wands energy. Ground yourself in your uniqueness. Be the cactus in the jungle. The world needs more unique characters. It keeps that, Aquarius is a unique, rebellious character. Now's the time to let your freak flag fly. Knight of Pentacles, there's a lot of knight energy. Knight of Pentacles is hickory. Hickory is a balanced wood. It knows how to absorb the shocks. It can withstand tumultuous weather, and it's a very balanced wood, which makes a great wood for tools. So the message in this is, I can weather the storm, I can absorb the shocks, and I still remain balanced in myself, in my body. This is another Virgo card. Balance in the body. Allow your body to have a voice, because it does have a voice. If you've ever gotten a massage before, and I'm a massage therapist, if you've ever gotten a massage before, a massage is a great self-care tool in that you are really going and having that time to be in your body, because the body holds a lot of energy, and especially energy and memories that our mind can blank out as a survival technique. If there's trauma, massage actually is a great tool in helping alleviate physical symptoms of trauma. My case study was working with a person who had many symptoms of trauma and going through many years of trauma. And this person, one of the biggest things was aversion to touch and dissociation. And the more I worked with this person, the dissociation leveled out and began to dissipate. They were able to stay on the table. They were able to stay with me in the session. And the insomnia it helped with the insomnia. It helped with a lot of the physical ailments that are associated with PTSD and trauma. If you've gone through shocks, if you've gone through upheaval and harsh life energies, treating your body, going into your physical self, can really help release a lot of that pent-up energy, because that can be stored in our muscles. And the more we work with our muscles and our actual physical form, even doing compressions, that can help. Doing massage on oneself can actually really tap into the physical sense of being. This is a great self-care card for going into the body and balancing the body. Body care is wonderful for that. And anchoring it is Six of Pentacles, which is the money tree. Self-care is at work here. I might even title this video Self-Care. Money tree is adaptable. You see it a lot in offices. It tends to be in a feng shui practice. People plant or have money trees in their office because it adds a growth to it. This is a symbol of growth in a financial way, of course. The medicine in this is that regardless of the lighting and regardless of the soil and the conditions that it's growing in, it still manages to grow. In a less lit area, it will still grow, of course. It just won't grow as tall. In a smaller pot, it will still grow. It just won't grow as tall. The better the conditions, the taller and more fruitful it will grow. No matter what, though, it'll still grow. It's up to you how much you want it to grow. Set the conditions for growth. Allow growth to happen by doing feng shui. That could be a great home practice, like getting your home in order. I'm getting this home and this energy of cleansing and clearing, saging your home. This is also a home care thing. Our home is our temple, just as our body is our temple. And the better care we give to our home and our body and our physical surroundings, the more we grow. As within, so without. Self-care can be as simple as just cleaning out the fridge. This is a lot of Virgo energy today. I'm getting definitely a lot of Virgo. A lot of Mercury too. There could be Gemini in here. A little bit of fire sign too. But yeah, 6 is also the home. Allow yourself to be at home within yourself and allow yourself to grow by creating the conditions for growth to happen. A lot of times the full moon, as we've just gone through a full moon, the full moon is associated with releasing. The actual time of action in that releasing is during the waning moon. So after that egg is full, after the full moon is that egg, the culmination, that simply shines a light on what is to be released during the waning phase of the moon. And as we've just entered that waning phase of the moon, and we move steadily towards this new moon in Pisces, whatever the Virgo full moon showed us in a minute detail, because it was a micro moon, so it's very minutia, it's very like detailed as Virgo is, it's very detail and task oriented. It's also very body oriented because Virgo is the healer. So there's that energy of the waning moon is asking us to actually put the effort into releasing it, letting it go during the waning moon so that there's a space that's cleared for what we manifest in the new moon. I'm getting clear out your closet. There might be stuff in the back of the closet that is kind of dusty, that it could be good to look through and cycle through. The minute details, release in the detail form. All right. Other messages, anything else that wants to come through? Sun card. King of Wands, High Priestess, wow, and the World card. Big cards here. All right. Clarity. Follow the sun. Be with the sun. If it's sunny out, go and get some vitamin D. Another body care thing right there. Also getting Leo energy. King of Wands. Saguaro cactus. Saguaros are often looked at as imposing statues, but in reality, they're actually very nurturing shelters. Even their shadow provides a refuge from the hot sun. If the sun gets too hot and you feel burned, even standing in a saguaro's shadow can offer some relief. It is a nesting place for cactus wrens, and I've seen cardinals nesting in the arms of a saguaro. Every spring it produces the saguaro blossom, which is very beautiful and lush. It's a very pretty white flower. Once the blossom closes, it offers a fruit, kind of like the prickly pear. And Native Americans actually would use the fruit in their cooking. They would make jellies with it. So it offers, while it may be thorny and it may be this imposing statue of a plant, it offers a structure in a land of fire. It offers reprieve because it has a very long, dense taproot that goes deep, deep into the soil, and it can tap into that deep water underground. It is very connected with water in a land of air and fire. And in that, it can offer a shelter. High Priestess, your divine wisdom. I'm also getting divine masculine, divine feminine here, spiritual partners. As the hermit trusts its body, the high priestess trusts her instincts. Beneath the layers of bark, beneath the black and white, all or nothing thoughts. There rests a divine nectar, like syrup. If anyone has had birch beer, just like root beer, birch beer comes from birch trees. It's that sap of the tree. It's the syrup, just like the maple tree. Birch trees produce a good sweet sap. It just has a more earthy taste, in my opinion, but it's still good. Birch tree is a black or white sort of vision, but in the fall, as it changes its leaves, it changes the leaves to all these different colors. And I feel like there's an energy around the solar plexus as the leaves turn yellow. That's that confidence tapping into the solar plexus, tapping to our inner sun. The stomach is our center of order. We could be putting order into our lives. Things could be moving into a divine order, as this is connected to the divine energies. And the more we trust our intuition, the more order we are putting in ourselves. Saturn really likes order, and as it's in a very non-orderly sign, there could be a chaotic feeling with that. Again, with the feelings, all the feelings coming up. There could be feelings of chaos, but it is anchored in a lot of pentacle energy. There are three pentacles cards in the forefront of consciousness right now. Balancing, being a balanced person, being a balanced soul, balancing our souls. Being in the body helps the soul find balance in itself because it has a rooted anchor point. It has a root system. Birch tree has a wonderful root system. And as it grows in a forest, there's connection with the other trees in the forest through the root system. This is how they communicate. Trees communicate through the mycorrhizae in the soil. These energies culminate into the world card, which is the giant sequoia. Sequoia is an ancestor. The message of it is, I am. Quite simple. I am. It is extremely tall. The average age of giant sequoias is over 3,000 years old. They have weathered the storms of millennia. They have gone through the journey from the Fool to the World card. They've gone through all of it. And they still stand tall. They still know themselves. And they still are open to learning more about the world around them. They're open to learning more about who they are. They are tapped into an ancestry. They are tapped into the earth and each other because they also grow in the woods. Pisces really looks into the world at large. The world at large is a larger sense of community, though. Be in that community and allow yourself to be part of a community. If there are others around you who value you and your opinion, don't be afraid to share it. Don't be afraid to speak up for yourself. And speak with intention. Virgo has a lot of intention in its self-care and its activities and the daily organizing of things. Be impeccable with your word and be forthcoming with it. Not everyone may want to hear what you have to say, and that's okay. All is well. Know that all is well. Yeah, self-care. Just allow yourself to be free. I leave those messages with you. Thank you for watching.